Hey, what's up, guys? It's Joe Troyer. It's a super cold morning here in West Palm Beach. It's 59 degrees. Winter has officially hit. I know all of you guys that are in the west or the northeast and you're getting snow and things like that think I'm crazy, but it just broke, right? The weather just finally really broke. So this is the coldest that it's been for us. I'm excited. It's not 80, 90 during the day for the first time in I don't know how long. So the reason I wanted to shoot this video for you guys was because I wanted to talk about something that I think is super important. A piece of software, a tool that you guys need in order to run your business. Whether you're a local marketing consultant and you're selling SEO, Google Maps, and things like that to customers, or whether you're an affiliate marketer and you're doing pay-per-call with affiliate networks, right? So you're still going after local, however, you're not dealing with the client directly, right? So you're dealing with a pay-per-call network like Ring Partner or Commission Junction, or something like that, right? So no matter which of these different segments you guys belong in, I think that there is a super easy way that you guys can double your business basically overnight. Also, it's a big, the tool will help a lot in terms of protection. So I just got a call the other day from a buddy of mine who does SEO for local businesses. He charges a lot of money though. There's no secret to what he does. Does the same thing we all do. However, he just targets really big niches, right? So primarily like attorneys and things like that that have a really high average customer value. So he just had a client call him up and say, hey, you're not getting me results. I want to cancel and I'm not going to pay you. And because he was using this tool, he was able to fight back and say, here's the proof, here's what I did for you, and you owe me $2,200, right? Actually, it was a lot more than $2,200, but just for that example, right? So proof is in the pudding, right? We always push proof, and if you can't push proof for your customer base, why are you doing it, right? Local is easy, guys. I've told you guys so many times why I go after local, and the reason is I'd rather compete against local guys all day long, a local roofer, lawyer, attorney, versus competing with every other internet marketer out there in terms of trying to rank affiliate offers, CPA offers, Amazon offers, right? Everybody else is already doing that shit. The market is so flooded with people that are affluent, right? People that actually have an idea of what they're doing. Now, they might not be as good as you, right? But there's a lot of people that understand what they're doing in terms of SEO and have really good training. So at the end of the day, I've been in local for a long time, and it's proven to work out really well for me because I can command attention, I can get results, I can prove that I get results, and I back everything up in my contracts with results, right? And this tool is none other than our call tracking platform, Analytic Call Tracking. So I know that a lot of you guys that are newer to digital triggers and newer to me and haven't been around as a customer for very long probably have no idea what Analytic Call Tracking is. So let's step back for a second and let's chat about that, right? So Analytic Call Tracking is a call tracking platform that's built on top of Twilio. So the reason that it's built on top of Twilio is that they're the largest telephony API provider out there, right? Which basically means that they have an API service that you can buy phone numbers from, that you can get minutes from, right, as well, and then you can tell Twilio what you want to do with the calls. The problem with Twilio is that it's just an API platform, right? So unless you're a developer, there's no way that you're building anything on top of the API platform, right? And there's no way that you're going to be able to do what you need to be able to do, right? For example, if you want to do a call whisper, if you want to be able to ring multiple numbers at once, or round robin, or have a place where your customers can actually log in and look at the calls, tag phone calls so you can understand what actually happened with the inbound calls that you generated for a local business or for pay-per-call. How about blacklisting calls? So telemarketers don't just keep calling over and over, which is pretty cool, right? You guys can leverage our blacklist so that you can block phone numbers, and we have a big database of them already put together. So that's why we use Twilio, great telephony API platform. We built on top of it, and this has been our flagship product. This is what really made us known in the local marketing consultant space and what got us a name in this industry. I believe as of right now, as of shooting this video, we have roughly about 3,000 customers using the analytic call tracking platform. And it's definitely one of the tools of the trade. So I wanted to do something cool for you guys. For the next 7 days, I'm going to give you guys $1 trial to get in, test it out, use it. Again, just $1 for 7 days. Just like all of our other stuff, probably even more than all of our other stuff, we do a boatload of training. If you guys go look on our analytic call tracking blog, we've done, I don't even know, man, how many webinars, probably for about a year, year and a half. Ryan did a webinar every single week for that community, making sure that all the new customers that came on got onboarded correctly. I mean, there is training over everything in there, and we also have a help section, right? And lots of little bite-sized chunks of training, right? So if you want to know, how do I add a whisper, right? How do I add a blacklist? How do I tag calls? You can watch a video that's probably 2 minutes max to learn exactly how to do that versus having to go through an hour-long webinar, right? So whichever way you like. You want the bite-sized chunks, you kind of know what you're doing, we got that for you, right? If you want, you know, literally hand-holding, you want a longer presentation, you want to know everything, go watch one of the webinars that we've done in the past, right? We have all the replays on the blog. Or if you want some one-on-one actual attention, go sign up for a consult with Ryan, and we'll walk you through everything and get you all set up. So again, I think that a super easy way that you guys can double your business is to use call tracking, right? Understand that I've doubled a pay-per-call offers conversion just by understanding what's happening on the phone calls, right? Super easy. What's being said, what's happening, right? And then working with the network to correct some things. Understand that they don't do the job that we do. They don't see what's going on with the calls that we're generating because they're so large. With a local client, understand that a lot of local clients fall off the bandwagon after 3 months, 6 months, a year, right? If you've been selling local for any time, you understand that. Okay, the easiest way to keep them happy is to keep showing them the results that you're giving them, and that's with obviously call tracking. Excuse me. So the other side of it then that we talked about is when a client tries to go back on a contract. So if you're using our SEO proposal template, you'll see that in there basically we've backed everything back to results based. And because we've been able to do that, we can command a higher price point. And that's why so many students of digital triggers and so many people in our tribe have been able to absolutely crush it by using this SEO proposal template and selling SEO jobs, because it backs out what is the average customer value, what should they be paying per lead, right? And then you get that wrapped into an SEO proposal that makes sense, that they believe you're going to be able to get results with, right? So it's all just working the guarantee basically backwards and working the numbers backwards into phone calls. And what's an appropriate time for you to ramp up and get those phone calls? So if you're doing the SEO proposal template, you need call tracking in order to actually show the client that you're doing what you said you would do, right? And if you don't, trust me when I say the client's not going to last very long. Understand that keeping a client is much cheaper than going and getting a new one, right? Onboarding a client takes a lot of work. It's a lot of time, right? But after 3 months or so of onboarding, getting the client up to speed, answering all their questions, and then your marketing starting to ramp up, your fulfillment basically almost goes away, right? Most of your time in the beginning is spent on onboarding, getting the client up to speed, and then you starting to provide some initial results, and then the graph just starts to go like this, right? Then you can basically put the stuff in autopilot. I'm not saying that you don't ever have to do anything. Still gonna have to meet with the client and do some SEO analysis and figure out your game plan a little bit, right? But you're probably at 10% or so of fulfillment versus in the beginning, you're at like 80. Right? You're doing everything basically that you can to onboard them successfully, and you're taking a lot of time out of your day. So understand that you need to be able to retain clients. Easiest way to retain clients, do it results based. Use the SEO proposal template so you can make sure you get the most amount of money possible out of the job. That thing's tried and true and proven to do just that. And then you need to be able to retain them, right? You need to be able to keep them. How do you do that? You do that by giving them access to the call tracking platform, right? It's white labeled, so you guys can give them their own login. They see your logo when they log in. They don't see us everywhere, right? They see you. That's what it's all about, branding you, because we want you to be able to hold on to a client. So think about this for a second. You bring on a client, let's say like my buddy Bart did the other day. Bart Murray, what's up, brother? Bart brought on a client for $1,500 a month, and they're in a very high ticket niche, and basically for the customer to be happy, he needs to bring on 4 to 5 leads a month. What does that mean? 4 to 5 phone calls a month. That's roughly 1 a week. Guys, you can do that with almost any strategy that we've given you guys on Digital Triggers, right? I mean, 1 call a week. Okay, so let's say that you retain that client for 3 months. That's $4,500. Okay, if you can retain them then from month 3 to month 9, how much is that, right? It's what, another 15 grand? That's where the money is retaining the clients long term. Now, at some point there's some diminishing returns, right? But the way that we set up our contracts is that basically we have 90 days to get the customer the result that they want when we're going after SEO. And we give you guys that actual contract in the SEO proposal template, right? So we have 90 days guaranteed at $1,500 a month. We're gonna do everything in our power to ensure that we keep that client for the next 9 months after that, right? That year time frame total. Why? Because that's where we make all of our money. We will front load all the work in that first 3 months and literally kick back and do almost nothing for the rest of the 9 months. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Down below, I'm gonna give you guys a trial to analytic call tracking. It's just $1 for 7 days. Get in there, use it, try it out. If you need us, you know where to find us, web1support.com, or call us on the phone, 561-841-1832. Peace, guys.